YouTube, welcome to the Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool post-match review from Wembley. It was a good match, quite even, but comfortable, even in the sense that, Tottenham had a good amount of possession, Liverpool had a good amount of possession, but what was clear is that Liverpool had better possession after 90 minutes. It was a great result for Liverpool FC, obviously, 5 wins out of 5. Obviously, we've just pretty much destroyed the team that finished above us by a point or so last season. So that's one of the top 6 out the way. Roll on Chelsea in a few weeks' time, back-to-back games, I think it is. It was a comfortable victory. We wasn't even firing. They had maybe 2 shots on target the whole match. One of them was the goal. 3 at most. The last 2 attempts on goal on target came in probably the last 2 or 3 minutes when we had 2-0 lead and we was probably maybe when we was letting our guard down slightly. But anyway, there's a few talking points. There was a foul on Son from Mane, which was a penalty. There was Salah opportunities. There was Mane opportunities. So yeah, let's bring up the tactics board. This was Tottenham's lineup. This is what they went into the game with. Well, I wasn't wrong, but I thought that Poch would go with more of a 3-5-2 formation. It turned out to be more of a diamond formation with Dyer, Wanks, Eriksen. Hold on, did I just say Wanks? Harry Wanks. I didn't even know I did that, but I'm gonna leave it because that's hilarious. But yeah, anyway, with Eriksen, Dembele, Dyer and Wanks in midfield. Why Wanks is in the side, I don't know why he's been brought in. He's a decent little player, but why he was thrown in the deep end in this game, that's like us chucking in Fabinho in this game when he's clearly just not on the levels. This was kind of like a diamond formation that they was going with. When they was attacking, they would go into a 3-5-2 type formation. Eriksen dropping in to make up the 5 across the middle. Kane and then Moura up front. But Moura was more kind of, it was sort of like that. And Kane doesn't have a place in this position. Kane needs to be where Moura is. And this is kind of how I think they should be playing. From time to time, Moura going beyond Kane in behind. But I do think Kane absolutely needs to be the last man. Because today he was just ineffective. And since Moura has been in the side, Kane was shit against Watford. He was shit against United. Oh no, he scored against United. He got the header, I think. Did he score 1 or 2? Can't remember, don't care. Apart from the header, he didn't do much in the game. In the first half, he was AWOL. Tottenham found something in the second half. I feel like Man United kind of maybe just died off or lost, just lacking a bit of fitness, intensity in that second half. Maybe United just played rubbish. That's United, rubbish. I don't know what's going on with Kane. Some people think he's tired. Personally think it's the arrival of Moura. He's more exciting. Players are playing the ball to him more. He can create his own opportunities. He doesn't need assist. He doesn't need to be assisted. If Kane doesn't get assists, Kane doesn't score. There used to be a time when Kane, would just power past a couple players and then bang it in the top corner. When was the last time he scored from outside the box? Up front for us in Mane, Salah and Firmino, we have 3 of them types of players that can bang from outside the box, bang inside the box, and goal poachers, and can header. So I can see no way that we was losing this game today. And we should have probably, realistically, at least won. Least 1-4-1. My ears heard 7-0, 6-1, 6-0, but I think that's too much of a liberty, disrespecting Tottenham. On a perfect day, maybe 5-0. 4-1 for me was a real realistic score. Although I had predicted from my preview video, if you want to go across and check it out, I was thinking around about 2-0, which wasn't far off, Tottenham scored in the last few minutes with Lamela. He seems to haunt us. Son came on as a substitution late, had a penalty appeal turned down. Mane was the culprit, and yes, it was a penalty. If it was in the other box, I definitely would have wanted a penalty. It was a penalty. So a penalty should have been given. But, Tottenham had penalties at Anfield last season. So, that is life. Shit happens. Deal with it. When they was defending, they dropped into a 4-4-2. It was a simple diamond shape. Eriksen was supposed to get on the ball, control the game in this sort of area here, playing Moura, try and playing Kane. just wasn't happening for them. Rose and Trippier were getting caught out way too much here. Not really sure if Dyer should have even played. Dyer isn't even a centre-back. He isn't even a centre-back. Playing this main centre-back role is probably the most important out of the three, as you're communicating with your left centre-back and your right centre-back. And these two either side of him are world class. I mean, no way should he be telling them, you know, what to be doing when they are fully fledged centre-backs. Which one is best, coming out with the ball, playing more of a midfield role? Could you play Alderweireld in here? Then have Sanchez and Vertonghen at the back together? I think if any of them are going to play that kind of positioning behind here, it would be Alderweireld, but I can see why Dyer played it. However, if they was going to go with a back three, just should have gone with Sanchez here and played Wanyama over Dyer in the midfield. For me, Wanyama's better than Dyer all day long. That's what I would have played. Or I would have played Dembele in this role here, because Dembele, in my opinion, isn't a diamond midfielder. Wanks probably is a diamond midfielder. Dembele isn't a diamond midfielder. But Dembele isn't going to play here because he doesn't want to drop into that centre-back position. Dyer is the yes man, basically. He wants to get on a pitch. He wants to be part of the team. So he's recognised his spot as that kind of supply teacher. In that supply teacher role, like, oh yeah, no one else wants to do it. Dyer, yes sir. Will you do it? Yes sir. He's the yes man. So that's why he got into the side. In my opinion, Wanyama should have just put in a proper centre-back. Instead of trying to combine two formations, one when you're attacking and one when you're defending, and confusing the situation. Vorm, for me, I don't think the first goal was Vorm's fault. I think Trippier was in the way and Trippier was short and he was right on the line. And by the time it went over Trippier's head, Vorm wasn't in the right position to get it. If Trippier wasn't there, Vorm, I think, could have got a hand to it. But because Trippier was there, it was kind of obstructing his way to the ball. But hey, do you take out the player and go for the ball? I guess you do, innit? If you got to get the ball, you got to get the ball. The player's in the way, the player goes into the post. But we got the goal. The goal was given. Wijnaldum, first away goal in like ever, I swear. Liverpool's starting lineup: Alisson in goal, Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, VVD, Gomez, Milner, Wijnaldum, Keita. More like this. I'm not sure if Wijnaldum was on the right and Milner was in the centre, but Keita was definitely on the left. And then we had obviously Mane, Firmino and Salah. So that was the Liverpool lineup. One change from the previous game against Leicester, and that was Henderson coming out for Keita once again. Those two seem to be rotating smartly. Robertson was fantastic today as usual. I'm going to give him a steady 7. Van Dijk and Gomez, I'm going to give those both an 8 because I thought that was brilliant, dealing with, you know, Harry Kane and Moura. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I thought he was good. I'm going to give him a 6. When I see him as consistently in the game and as boss as Robertson, I think he'll creep up to a 7 or an 8 rating. Robertson is playing at a really high, consistent level. His way of playing is just, every single game is exactly the same. He's always in the game. You always see him. Wijnaldum was boss today. He gets a nice, massive 8. Milner, again, was an 8. I think Keita was a 7 today. He was good. Mane and Salah, they was in the game, but I don't know if they was that good, man. Salah lost the ball on a few occasions. Mane, some scuff shots. I'm going to give Salah a 6. Had the ball and wasteful, lost it, over trying. Today, I think Firmino was the one. Work rate in the middle was great. I'm going to give Firmino a 9. I felt today he was my player, my man of the match also, and highest rated player. Alisson didn't have much to do, so I guess, you know, conceded 1 goal. Had he saved the goal, clean sheet, it was comfortable, so I'll give him an 8. I'll give him the same as the centre-backs in Wijnaldum. Steady spine, solid spine. You can see that 8, 8, 8, and then a 9. And that is why we run out 2-1 victories. So that was the Liverpool lineup. Substitutions: Motm came on for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Joe Gomez shifted to the right back spot and he went in next to Van Dijk. So Firmino went off. Keita went into Firmino's position. Milner came across. Wijnaldum went to the right side. Hendo came into that central row. Keita came off for Daniel Sturridge. and I don't have a Sturridge card. So that was the way we finished. Hopefully Firmino will be okay. He had a little minor eye injury, although it was bleeding, so touch wood, he's okay. Guys, I think that's a wrap. So Liverpool move forward, 5 out of 5. Champions League this Tuesday against PSG from Anfield. Comment, like, what do you think of the game? Who's your favourite player? Ratings. Tottenham fans, welcome to comment on your opinions on the game. Was it a Son penalty? I think it was a penalty on Son, definitely. I have been Red Mist at LFC Ninja. I will see you all on Tuesday. You'll never walk alone, guys.